was demoralized. But let's go ahead and move into this interview. Josh, you excited?
I'm pumped up. Let's go.
All right. Well, because it's not actually an interview, it's a trial. This is the people versus Josh Slate. Josh has been charged with cheating during my trivia, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. So, bailiff, take it away.
All right, everyone, arise for the Honorable Judge Henry Capshaw Hobbs. Josh,
Thank you, bailiff.
I'm going to need you to repeat after me, Josh. I swear that the evidence that I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
I swear that the evidence I give will be the truth, nothing but the truth. I forgot the rest of it, but all the truth is what I'm going to say.
All right. So, you have been charged. I am the honorable judge. Thank you so much, bailiff. That was a great intro. You fired me up, but you have been charged with cheating during trivia. And I don't know why you did it, but we're going to figure out the motives. We have lead prosecutor Jay Young, co-prosecutor / bailiff / iRacing guru Steve Auffant. Since clearly you can't afford a defense attorney and you have rights, we have appointed you one, Adam Thomas. Adam Thomas is not here. So by replacement of Adam Thomas, you have been appointed Trevor the Cat. So good luck. Let's go ahead and start with opening art, or let's go and start with the prosecution here. Jay, take it away.
First of all, main Exhibit A, main incident, where the incident took place. It was last week's pod, getting fired up for Kentucky. Henry was keeping it interesting, giving us some Kentucky trivia. And, Josh probably never been to Kentucky. I seriously doubt it. What definitely wasn't born in Kentucky. Doesn't have a Kentucky bone in his body. I mean, this guy, I don't think he'd know what Kentucky was if he walked into it accidentally. Just all of a sudden is an expert in the counties of Kentucky. And, Henry's like, yo, what county is Kentucky Motor Speedway? And Josh is just like, Sparta. And we're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up now. Something's not right. We don't have the data evidence, but it's pretty conclusive. Josh Googled it. Yeah.
Do you have any questions for Josh?
I do have a question for Josh. Besides his obvious lack of morals and his obvious disregard for rules and his obvious and blatant disrespect for your trivia game, Henry, the Honorable Henry.
Thank you.
He also has terrible takes on Twitter and thinks that Fox's Crank It Up is pointless.
Ooh. How do you respond to that, Josh? Being awfully silent.
Well, first off, to start off, I want to sincerely apologize again. I may have some lukewarm takes in your opinions, but to me, they are fiery takes that need to be said because nobody else will say them.
Oh, the take was hot, but it was just off the mark.
It was a terrible take.
We
know terrible takes because we know Adam Thomas.
Going back to last week, the incident that occurred in last week's podcast, I think that I was in the wrong. I'm a very competitive human. That's how I've always been. I love to win, and I kind of let the competitive nature of me get the best of me. And when I heard Jay didn't know the answer to the question, I took it upon myself and my phone to look up the answer. And yes, it's wrong. It won't happen again, but it happened, and you can't erase the past.
All right, I'm going to ask you to calm down because you were getting very emotional. There is no crying in my courtroom. Jay has submitted evidence to me, and I will go ahead and read it because I do find it necessary to the trial to expose this evidence. He has sent me your search history from that night. So I'm just going to read through a couple here, and I want you to tell me if this is correct or not. And this is on the record, and you swore. All right, we're starting off at the beginning of the podcast. sorry. Free iRacing setups that make me faster.
Yes.
Did you look that up?
Yes.
Okay. Second one, Bruton Smith. Did you look that up?
Yes. Because I needed to see it.
Bruton Smith feet pictures.
Yes, I looked up Bruton Smith.
All right, third one, Bruton Smith cat.
Real.
Yes. Colorized.
Number 4, who is Trevor the cat?
Yes.
Number 5, silly cat names, because I cannot come up with any funny cat names on my own.
Yes, and I actually found some pretty funny ones on there. So.
All right, then give me one right now.
Pod.
I'm calling your bluff. Give me one right now.
Gumbo.
Okay, that was pretty good. All right. Number 5, Kentucky Motor Speedway, which is in Philpott.
Kentucky Motor Speedway was the original one that I searched.
Okay, and which county is Kentucky Speedway in?
Kentucky Speedway is in Sparta. I found that out via Google Maps last week.
Thank you. All right. Steve, did you have any questions about morals?
Yeah, I had a couple questions for you, Josh. So on the 31st of May, you liked a tweet by Steve Carnes that said, "Give me the Daytona 500 and 35 Bristol races." Do you recall that?
I feel like I do.
Also, you liked a tweet by another person that said, "Here's to June being the month where 2020 makes a 180." Do you recall that?
I do.
Who tweeted that?
Okay.
Well, now, Josh, do you remember who tweeted that?
I do not.
All right, then I'm questioning your memory of this occurrence.
And I'm questioning whether you just hate the economy or love pandemics. It seems obvious that it being June and you want to make a 180, you would like to do the first 6 months of this year over again, which none of us would really enjoy. Not to mention the fact that you apparently hate every track but Daytona and Bristol and would like to cripple the economies of Richmond, Martinsville, Darlington, anything in between. Do you have anything to
Ooh,
say
that was
about
good.
that?
It's pretty evident to me that he wants to see America's cities burn again.
Seems like that's the case.
Well, to me, morals are extremely important, and how I was raised.
Apparently,
morals first
economies aren't
and
though.
makes them the most important thing in my life. So I strive to be the best person I can and follow the morals I was raised on. So when I liked said tweet, I was looking forward for NASCAR. We see a lot of people looking forward to the Daytona 500, high ratings, lots of people watching, a lot of people attending, and we see Bristol races, a lot of people attending, always high ratings on Jeff Gluck's poll and on TV. So I think
Shout out Jeff Gluck.
NASCAR could boost from this and the economy can grow. But
That-
to say I have a hatred for America,
Question.
It's
The
bad.
judge calls on the Honorable Judge Henry. If Bristol can't sell out 2 races, how in the world are they going to sell out 35 races?
well, if you see and look up on the internet how many seats Bristol Motor Speedway has, you'll see they have roughly 160,000 seats inside Bristol Motor Speedway. So I think 160,000 people in the stadium or in the racetrack would be way too many to fill every week, and we haven't filled that full racetrack in many, many years.
And so
Someone fact check him.
essentially, you'd like to see every other track on the schedule go the way of North Wilkesboro or Rockingham.
Yes.
I think there'd be a
Ooh.
valid Xfinity series or Truck series or ARCA race.
All right. Well, that's enough time for questions. I'm going to deliberate quickly. All right, I'm done deliberating. You're guilty of cheating in my trivia. Don't do it again. Let me deliberate on some charges real quick. All right, I'm done deliberating. You've been charged with suspension for 15 weeks, with 15 weeks counted, I guess. Welcome back. Go ahead and Or I guess you already apologized. Welcome back to the pod. Don't cheat again. I swear to God, I will smite you next time you cheat on my trivia. And I know when you do, because there's some trick questions in there where I know you guys don't know the answer, and you think you're gonna outsmart me, but you can't because I take pride in trivia, and you should too.
I appreciate the welcome back, and like you said, will never happen again. Competitiveness got the best of me, and I'll put my phone on off and throw it on my bed for the next pod and pods to come. So the temptation is away. All eyes and focus on the question at hand, using my only brain, because I have